Hey, what it do, world, man, and welcome to the Winner Circle podcast, man. We're about to go ahead and talk about the Alicia Andrews situation. As y'all know, on Friday night, late around about 10 o'clock, Alicia Andrews was found guilty of a lesser charge, which was manslaughter, in the Julio Foolio murder trial. And now I'm going to talk about what happened in this case, and also I'm going to talk about where she goes next in this situation after being found guilty of manslaughter. But hey, before I get started, man, make sure we all go ahead on and get everything you need because we're about to go ahead and hit the intro. Time now. Let's go. Hey, what it do, sports world? It's me again. The Winner Circle podcast with me, Ray Diggs, is here, y'all. Where passion meets performance and champions are made. I'm your host, Ray Diggs, bringing you the energy, the insight, and the mindset from across the world of sports. From the locker rooms to the big stage, this is where the real ones talk and legends rise, and the motto stays the same. Winners will always win. The Winner Circle podcast with me, Ray Diggs. We are here, and we ain't going nowhere. Make sure y'all tune in because we're about to go live.
Yes, I do.
Now. Peace.
I'm a female. I don't want to be in the middle of it, so I didn't answer.
My bad, man. Let me take it out. Yeah, but hey, man, we're gonna talk about the Alicia Andrews situation, man. The trial, it ended. So I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on this trial. She was found guilty of a lesser charge. I feel like the jurors, man, they came back after about 3 hours of deliberation. The judge asked them, did they want to go and they want to deliberate into this week? But the jurors pretty much was like they had their, came to a decision to pretty much charge her guilty of a lesser charge, which was manslaughter. Now, this is my opinion. I honestly think the jurors pretty much gave her a break. When I say a break, I mean that they knew that she was involved in a murder. The only difference is I don't think that they pretty much could. The prosecutors pretty much did a hell of a job. But I think by her getting on that stand, that pretty much spared her from getting that life sentence. That's pretty much spared her from that guilty verdict on that first degree murder, conspiracy to commit first degree murder. But so this is the difference, okay? In Florida, the maximum sentence for that manslaughter is 15 years. But the problem that I don't know is Florida laws is kind of weird to where I don't understand how are they gonna pretty much have hers, because it says that if it's a manslaughter with if the crime was committed with a weapon, then it carries up to a 30-year max sentence. But I think hers is around about 15 years, if I'm not mistaken. So jig like true. Yeah, man. So I feel like in my humble opinion, I feel like this. I feel like they're gonna give her between 7 to 12 years. Now, also, Alicia Andrews' defense team, which his name is Jeremy, has come and he's pretty much filed a motion. He filed a motion yesterday to have this judge taken off the case. Now, I was going back and forth with somebody right now. I'm actually going back and forth with somebody right now on YouTube. He's saying that the judge in this case was biased. I did not see the bias. I think, if anything, the judge was pretty much on her side more than the prosecution side. That's my opinion. I think that the judge allowed her to do things that I don't think she should have been done. She should have done. I would say, because in the pre-trial, they were saying that she was not going to be able to use the domestic violence because she did not testify against Isaiah Chance. So, but the last day when she got on the stand, the judge allowed her to pretty much use the domestic violence. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell is Jeremy talking about, but I think I know what he's talking about. So one of the days, the judge pretty much called out Alicia Andrews' female attorney. She said that pretty much she was making faces, and she had been making faces their entire trial. Now, I can agree with the judge. She was making faces. It depends on what was being said. She was like, Like, so that's what the judge was talking about. I feel like, and she called out for that. So I feel like her defense team, they're going through the motions. They're pretty much just trying to throw anything out there. But I'm gonna show y'all a few videos of Alicia Andrews when she was on the stand talking about her boyfriend Isaiah Chance, who's also on trial. He's gonna be on trial. He's locked up as well for first degree murder. And this is what I didn't understand. Where she got on the stand and she was pretty much saying that she's still in contact with him. Like, she reaches out to his mother, and pretty much the mother calls Isaiah Chance. Now, this right here, what I don't understand, right? Now, Isaiah Chance did not want to get on the stand. Like me, this right here, what I said the last podcast, what I would have done. I see that my girl is pregnant with my baby. Okay, I know that I messed up and I know she wasn't involved. I'm going to go ahead on and I'm going to get her out of this. I'm going to say, you know what? Hey, it was on me. Whatever was done was on me. She didn't know nothing about it. Like, listen, hey, we went down there, or whatever happened. Hey, we went down there. She thought she was going down there to go on having a good time. She did not know what was going on. But Isaiah Chance didn't do that. He made her go to trial. He made her pretty much fight for her freedom. That's what I don't get about her, though. And everybody on here talking about, oh man, she keeps it 100. Well, guess what? She's about to get ready and do some time for keeping it 100. She's about, and the one thing I did not like about what she said was now I understand when it comes down to domestic violence that some women feel like they can't leave. I feel like some women feel like, they just, if they wanted to leave, then something would happen. And this right here is what she was saying. But the prosecutor was asking her, like, you live with your mom and dad, right? So you don't even live with him. You live with your mom and dad out in a great neighborhood. So, but if you was, and she was just acting like she was just so scared of Isaiah Chance. This is one of the videos of her talking, y'all.
Is that correct?
Yes, all of them don't do their job also. So.
And we're not talking about your safety from other people. We're specifically talking about your safety from Isaiah Chance, someone you claim to be so afraid of that you will go along and do anything for him, right?
I wouldn't do anything for him, but...
You wouldn't go along with a murder plot for him?
No, he never told me anything about a murder plot.
And you wouldn't try to call him multiple times incorrectly from the jail, right?
What do you mean, incorrectly?
You're not allowed to phone another inmate, can you?
I don't call him like that, so what do you mean?
You're right, you don't call him like that. You have to break policy of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office.
So think about this, y'all. She is study breaking law. She's study breaking rules for this dude. You don't supposed to get on a three-way call in jail. So she's getting on a three-way call, pretty much calling him from, he's locked up in another jail, but she's saying that she's so scared of him, though. I don't understand it. You're so scared of him, but you clearly, he's locked up on a murder charge, but you clearly is still reaching out, in which you're reaching out to call him. Still, I do not understand this right here. And that's right there why I was thinking, like, she got to know something. She got to know more. Like, it ain't no way that she did not know nothing about this murder. It's no way. One thing about, let me tell y'all something. One thing about women, and women ask questions. Man, women ask too many damn questions, to be honest with you. Because I'm going to tell you what a woman would have asked. First of all, y'all going to these different clubs, sitting in the parking lot. First of all, when are we going to go in the club? That's what a woman going to ask. When we going in the club? It's cold out here, you know what I'm saying? Where they in Florida. So, I mean, man, listen, man, when are we going to go inside the club? Like, what the hell is, what are we doing here? Then he go to the club. He go inside, where he go to the, talk to the security. He's saying that it's too much to get in. So you telling me y'all drove all the way from Jacksonville to Tampa and you don't want to pay to get in the club? To be real with you, I'm talking about the entire time that they've been talking. I ain't even heard them say nothing about getting no food. I don't even think they ate. I don't even think she ate that day. They were stalking Julio Foolio the entire day. It ain't no way I'm about to go and make myself go around to stalk somebody all day without eating. She ain't even eat nothing. But listen, let's go.
And do some kind of three-way call involving Isaiah Chance's mother. Isn't that true?
Yeah, we do that.
You do it all the time, right?
Yes, when he asks for me, I do it.
So basically, when he asks you to do it, then you do it. This right here tells me everything I needed to know right here. This right here told me that she knew what was going on. She's saying that she's so scared of him. No, you're not scared of him. You're just so in love with him that you blind to where everything that he tells you to do, you do it. Whether it's breaking the law, breaking the rules in jail, and you continue to break the rules, even while you locked up, you're still breaking the rules. And people on YouTube is still feeling sorry for her, talking about, oh man, I'm so happy that she didn't get found. Listen, I don't care what she got found guilty of. Because it don't matter to me. It didn't hurt me. It didn't help me. But I like to see people being held accountable. And I think that those jurors honestly felt bad for her. Because think about it. Look at this video, y'all. What do y'all see? Y'all see a very cute little young light-skinned girl on that stand looking very innocent. Man, look how innocent she look. She look like she don't do nothing wrong. Until you actually get to digging into her past. Oh yeah, when you get to digging. Man, it's look you just like how them boys, just like how the killers, they ain't nothing but demons. This ain't nothing but a demon right here. She a demon just like them. She's a gang member. She's a gang member just like their gang members. But let's go ahead and finish.
As for you, you have to initiate your own phone call. He can't call you in the jail either, can he?
I said when he asks for me, I do it. If he tells me to call, I'm gonna call.
It's not just that he answers for you. You can't call him directly. Isn't that true, ma'am?
No, I can't.
You have to coordinate and you have to make arrangements with some third party who is not in jail so that you can talk to him. Isn't that true?
Yes, and like I said, it goes back to me keeping him happy. I don't want to cause any issues while I'm sitting here. If he gets mad, if I don't call him, it's no telling what he's going to say. They can all, I'm the odd one out of this. They can all turn around and say, oh, it was Alicia, and I'm not getting in the middle of that. So I keep him happy while I'm here. If he wants me to call, if he wants to talk to me, let him know about the baby. He lets me know, I let him know I'm okay. That's what I do.
So this right here tells me everything that I needed to know right here. Listen to her talk on that stand tells me everything that I needed to know. That tells me, first of all, she fears him. Whether he's in jail or whatever, it didn't matter. But she knew what was going on. She knew why they went to Jacksonville, why they went from Jacksonville to Tampa. She knew that they was going to do a crime, which was murder Julio Foolio. And I think that she used that little, I think that her attorneys told her to use her charm, her beauty, you know, as an innocent. Like, you can play innocent. They'll believe you. The juries will believe you. All you need to do is persuade just one. That's all you got to do. And I think that's exactly what she did by getting up there on that stand. And for the people that's saying that the judge is biased in this case, honestly, if y'all go back and watch the pre-trial, which I know some of y'all didn't, you will see that the judge pretty much told her that she would not be able to use the domestic violence in this case. Why did the judge tell her that? Because she did not want to testify against her boyfriend, Isaiah Chance. So she's saying, like, you cannot use this right here as, you cannot use domestic violence because you're not telling us the truth with him. So, but then the judge came back and allowed her to do it. So I'm trying to figure out, how is the judge biased against her? Listen, y'all, this judge right here is one of the best judges in that area. This judge right here is one of the best judges in this area, in that area of Tampa, Tampa, Florida area. Very well-known judge. She's been on a lot of high-profile cases. So what is she getting out of being biased against you? I'm gonna tell you the problem is your lawyer, both of them, was trashing this. They was horrible. Their defense was straight trash. And that's why I don't understand how you even got found guilty of a manslaughter and not first degree, honestly, with how terrible they was. But I'm going to tell you the one thing that they did good in this case. The one thing that they did good was putting you on that stand the last day, because that right there was their last hope. And I think this right here is just something that they're pretty much, just, hey, let's file a motion to see, can we get the judge off of here? Now, if y'all don't get the judge off here, then what? You just messed her up, because the judge can go in there and say, listen, and I know that Julio Foolio mother and a lot of people is going to be writing letters pretty much saying that why you should get the max sentence, which is 15 years, which I don't think you would get. I think you would get 12. I think you would do probably 5, 6. And that's just my opinion. But why do a motion to get the judge removed? If the judge is not removed, then what? I'm asking Jeremy this because clearly he was the one who initiated this motion, which I think was a terrible decision. Which, but the good thing about it is it ain't the worst thing that he's done already, because he was terrible the entire time. And for the people that's sitting here talking about she was biased, she was rushing defense. And listen, ain't nobody about to sit here and listen to Jeremy ask nothing for 45 minutes to an hour, which you ain't getting nowhere. Like, I wish y'all just go back and just watch this dude defense. Y'all will say, man, listen, I'm not gonna listen, because that's what I said. I said, listen, I ain't got nothing to do but sit in this office and do my work, but I'm not gonna listen to this dude. This dude right here talk for a whole hour and 30 minutes for nothing. I'm talking about I got nothing out of it. And then people on YouTube is talking about, man, they should have, the judge did not allow him to talk. Man, dude, what are you talking about? He didn't allow him to talk. Man, this dude didn't do nothing but talk about nothing. He did not prove nothing. The only thing he said is Alicia Andrews didn't do anything wrong in this case. Alicia Andrews didn't know what was going on. Alicia Andrews pretty much just, it was Isaiah Chance that pretty much did everything. But your client would not testify against him to say that he did everything, though. That's you saying that. Until the last day when she knew that her back was against the wall, because I think she knew that she was gonna get found guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. And I think that's why they put her on that stand. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, she did good on that stand. She did. I'm gonna be honest. That part right there that I just showed y'all was probably the worst that she did. That was the worst she did. Now, she did lie to the police as well. And how can you believe a person that just every time you look around, she lied about something? She lied at least about 4 times. So I'm trying to figure out how do the judge, I mean, how do the jurors even can believe anything that she say? But like I said before, man, I think that it was a gender verdict. And I said I'm gonna be honest, it was a gender verdict, because I'm gonna tell you why it's a gender verdict. If a male was put in that same situation, y'all, then listen to me. If a male was put in the same situation that Alicia Andrews was put in, and he say that I did not know what was going on, guess what? The police gonna say, we don't believe you. You knew what was going on. You knew this. Yeah. Jig said, man, that backdoor shit is crazy. Yeah, it is, man. Hey, I'm gonna be real, man. And the problem with Julio Foolio is this. Jig, to add on what you're saying. To add on what you're saying is, the problem with Julio Foolio was pretty girls. Pretty girls. That right there, what it was. See, they knew that they can use Alicia Andrews to pretty much get information from some of Julio Foolio's camp. And I honestly think that Julio Foolio had a terrible team around him as well, because I think that some of his friends, like, this is, I don't understand. Okay, if you my friend, but you still friends with the dude over here that's killing all of our friends, I never understood that, because Julio Foolio, some of his friends was friends with ATK, who is Young and Ace's gang. I'm like, bro, how can y'all be cool knowing that he done took out some of your people? It made no sense. So that's why I think Julio Foolio was an easy target. He was a very easy target. And I think Alicia Andrews was used in this to pretty much make this thing happen. Also, I just want to say this right here when I'm done. I'm gonna say this right here and then I'm done. I'm happy that Alicia Andrews is getting a second chance at life. Honestly, I am happy. But I will say this right here. One thing about a person like Alicia Andrews is that, I hate to say it and I don't wish bad on nobody, but they normally find themselves in the same situation again, because they're not taking accountability for what they've done. They don't want to take accountability for nothing. It's always everybody else. Number two, if you're in a gang, think about, if you need to watch anything, go and watch ATK versus KTA. The gang war in Jacksonville. And I bet you will have a different look on gangs. When you look at ATK, Young and Ace's gang, do y'all know that Young and Ace's gang, Alicia Andrews was just found guilty of manslaughter? Do y'all know that the next 4 is damn near facing the death penalty. The next four of the people that's in this Julio Foolio trial is facing the death penalty. I'm talking about death. And the minimum that they're facing is life in prison. And guess what? They trialed her first because this right here was the weakest case that they had against any all of the five. This right here was the weakest case, and they charged her with found her guilty of manslaughter. The next four, they're about to railroad them boys. Did y'all know that's seven? That's five people right there. That's five people that's about to go and get some time for a murder. Do y'all know that the last 2 months, that two other ATK members, which is Young and Ace's gang, has just got life sentences, which was Queso and ATK Scotty. They both received life sentence like 2 months ago. Queso, I'm talking about when they did Queso deliberation, it was around about 2 hours. Did y'all know when they did ATK Scotty's deliberation, it was about 10 minutes? They deliberated for 10 minutes before they found him guilty. 10 minutes. Man, people sit on a toilet longer than that. And they took 10 minutes to find this man guilty. So that's just tell you how much evidence. That's seven people that has pretty much lost them. Actually 8, because we don't count Julio Foolio. That's 8 people within the last year who has pretty much thrown their life away. I'll just say 7 because Alicia Andrews, she gonna get the least time out of all of them. But y'all see how many people is affected by this gang war? It's so many people affected by this. And guess what Young and Ace is sitting back doing? Young and Ace sitting back while all his people, he wanted to get his number one rival out the way, and they did that. Guess what Young and Ace is doing? He got 3 kids, living in a big mansion, eating shrimp cocktails, and enjoying life with all his Hellcats and Harleys. That's what I don't understand. How can these people throw their lives away for somebody that's sitting back being free right now? Guess what? Young Ace can go make them a sandwich just like I can. While they sitting here spread, they got to make a spread. So when you think about getting in a gang, you might want to think twice. Because do that gang leader really care about you? And I'm not saying, like, listen, if you want to get in the gang, you do whatever you want to do. But I'm just saying, if you look at the statistics in this, 7 people from ATK are about to get ready to receive between 10 to life. 10 years to life. 7. So you tell me, do you really want to be a part of this thing? I'm just saying. But hey, like I said before, man, Alicia Andrews, she got the least of I think of all of them. I think that and also her sentencing will be December 8th. Like I said, her lawyers already filed a motion to get the judge taken off. We should hear something within this week or next week. Most likely they're gonna say we're not taking her off. She's gonna oversee this sentencing. She's gonna oversee, and I'm gonna tell y'all, man, this is one of the last thing, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. This is how I know this lawyer is not biased. I mean, this is how I know that this judge is not biased. This is how I know, honestly, this judge actually probably care way too much. One of the shooters came into the courtroom probably about 5, 6, 7 months ago. Came into the courtroom. This is what he said. I don't want a lawyer. I want to represent myself. No lie. This judge cares so much about him to where he told him why. I mean, she told him, why do you want to represent yourself? He said, because I want a speedy trial. And the conditions in the jail, I don't like it. This is what the judge said. I'll look into the conditions in the jail. I'll talk to the sheriff, and we'll see if there's any way we can accommodate you, you know what I'm saying, like to help you out. But I cannot promise you that you're going to have a speedy trial. But I will say this. I think that you should get representation. I don't think you should represent yourself, because this trial right here is life or death. Meaning, if you get found guilty, you can possibly face the death penalty, with the life sentence being the least. If a judge don't care about you, why would she tell you all that? She don't give, because if she don't care, Why? Why would she tell you this? That's how you know that that judge actually care. Because she broke it down. She said, listen, I'm not going to let you represent yourself. That's what she said. I'm not going to let you represent yourself. I need you to sit here. I need you to talk to this lawyer. And then, we'll come back and then we'll pretty much see. And if we need to find you somebody else, we'll find you somebody else. But I do not want to let you represent yourself. That's what the judge said. And Jeremy and Alicia Andrews are going to tell me that this judge right here is biased against them. And the blind people on YouTube, the people that's watching this case talking about AV and all of them talking about this judge right here was a little biased. Man, if anything, this judge was biased towards the prosecution, honestly. In my opinion, she was biased towards the prosecution because honestly, I think that that's the only reason why they got this verdict is because she got on that stand. But this judge right here really is not biased. And I saw this right here in the pre-trial. I saw this in a pre-trial where she was not biased. But I'm gonna tell you this right here, and this right here why I say that Alicia Andrews and her team is mad. Y'all go and y'all watch the video of the young lady that they said, the young lady that pretty much that was making the facial expressions in that courtroom. Go and y'all watch. Watch about 2 days of that trial. Y'all gonna see the same thing that judge saw. Y'all gonna see the same thing that I saw, that everybody else saw, that other people that's trying to overlook it. That woman, that attorney, that young lady was very unprofessional. And when the judge called her out, she started talking back to the judge. You know how you be like, maybe we can talk on the side. No, she was saying, going right back with the judge. She was going right back with it, going right back, word for word for her. Being very, very disrespectful and unprofessional. And that is the reason why she is trying to say that the judge is against Alicia Andrews. No, Alicia Andrews committed a crime and she was found guilty for it. This judge right here oversee this trial and she's going to oversee that sentencing. And I hope that, and like I said, she get a chance at life because her boyfriend ain't gonna get no another chance. Because I'm gonna tell y'all like this, they're gonna find him guilty. And I don't think their trial is going to be 2 weeks. I think their trial is going to be pretty much maybe a week. And I think they'll be found guilty, all 4 of them, of first-degree murder. Because honestly, when you look at those Tesla cameras and you add all of this up with them, pretty much all of them on cameras, this right here was an open and closed case. But hey, man, I'll update y'all a little bit more, man, when everything comes through. But like I said before, I can care less who got. I think that honestly, her being found guilty of manslaughter, I think it was a slap on the wrist. I think that pretty much it was gender verdict. I think, like I said before, I think that if it's somebody else, a male or anybody, there's no way they would have got found guilty of just a lesser charge of manslaughter. And also the jury could have been tired. They was like, man, forget this, man. 10 o'clock at night. I'm ready to go to sleep. I'm tired of deliberating. And that also could have been what it is, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Thank y'all again for listening to another great segment of the Winner Circle Podcast with me, Ray Diggs. And like I said, I'll update it more as this case continue. But her sentencing will be December the 8th at 8:30. I might make a video after that, Lord bless if I'm, I might make a video and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But until next time, man, y'all have a great, safe Tuesday night. Until next time, y'all, peace.